Hey, welcome back to another Doujin review from White Album 2. Now, I am super excited about this particular review because it's unique. And I feel like I say that every video, but this one is super unique. It's not necessarily an art doujinshi. It's not a novel. It's a wine review. So, looking here, and this is a very wide book. White Album 2 Wine Party 2019. Now we open it up. Thank you for picking up this book. So basically the premise of this book is it's a review of every wine that's been drank in the whole series of White Album 2, which is super neat. It's the author, his name is Hobby J. It's Hobby J's personal opinions and observations about the different wines. He went and bought and tried every type of wine from the story, which is so neat. It's so unique. So basically his little blurb here, his little story is that, drinking wine can be like a social thing. And it's like you can be examining nature and people and history with friends, all through the process of just drinking wine, sitting around a table and having a drink with friends was kind of his inspiration for this. He was also just about to take the wine expert exam I didn't even know that was a thing, but apparently it is. He was about to take the wine expert exam when he started playing through White Album 2, and then it just kind of clicked, like, hey, I should make this wine review book. And he did a wonderful job. This is such a cool book. So it marks down some of the different wines that he ended up buying for the book. So let's jump in. I'm excited. This is a very, very, very cool book. So starting with the index. So the first is going to be wine basic knowledge is the green strip here. So if you don't have a basic knowledge of wine, which I feel like most people don't, including myself, so you'll have to read through 1, 2, 3 to really get a feel for the reviews. So part 1 is the wine type, whether it's a champagne, a red wine, a white wine, like a Shiraz. There are a lot of different types of wine. And then part 2 is the wine glass, which apparently there's a lot of different wine glasses. Honestly, I've learned a lot from reading this book. So it's pretty interesting just to gain some knowledge and some fun facts. And then number 3 is like wine visual characteristics. So like the color, the amount of bubbles, the fizz, that sort of thing, visually for the wine. Then when we move on here, we come to wine from White Album 2 in the pink strip, and then wine from Coda in the red strip. And then in the last part, it's just like the afterwords and the thanks, basically. So, starting out with basic wine knowledge. And I'm not going to go through so much of the basics here, but we will take a look. These pictures were also taken by Hobby J, which is really neat. And they have all these cute little chibis included too. And we'll go to the artist later on. But yeah, a lot of knowledge being dropped here about wines, about champagnes. We get a cute little Kazusa here. She's so cute. Some sangria looking wine. We have Yoko there. She's so cute. The art in this is very, very adorable. Also the paper, the quality of the paper used in this book is very thick. Like this is a very nice quality book. The rim and the bowl. Really nice. If you're already a wine expert, you probably know a lot more than me, and good for you. If you're not, pick up this book. This is really, really neat knowledge. A lot of fun facts that I wouldn't have even thought of. Just some people care so much about wine. Like, wow, look at these different wine glasses. I would have never thought about the difference. Red vintage type, Bordeaux type, oh geez, I don't even know how to pronounce that. Bourgogne type. Different types of wine glasses. Anyway, we'll go ahead here. Oh, we have the different taste complexities. Red wine, white wine, and rosé. Really neat. The visuals are also really cool in this. And we have little Sitsuna. And she's got her office lady uniform, which I love. So now we come into more White Album specific stuff, which I think is the most fun part of this book. So it reviews very specific dates and times from White Album and also what they were drinking and a review of that time. So really, really neat. The Dom Perignon, the Moet et Chandon, just really, really neat that someone took the time to be like, hey, I'm going to drink every type of alcohol from this game and make a review on it. It's so cool. It's so interesting that someone took the time to do this. And then we move into Coda, some of the drinks that came from there. You can read a lot of the English. A lot of the wines are from non-Japanese areas. Actually, every wine that was featured in White Album 2 is non-Japanese wine. So you will be able to recognize some of these names if you're interested in trying them. The author highly encourages it and also says to get in contact with them if you do, or if you have any questions or comments on this, which I think is really neat. Goes into some of the different complexities, some of the different alcohol percentages here for some of the different wines. $19.90. It's so specific. There's so much to memorize. Wines of different years, different vintages, it's just so much. $19.90. It'll be interesting to see this as it ages, these reviews, because this wine is just going to continue to get more and more expensive. So if you're thinking about doing the same thing this author did, hurry up and get your hands on some of these wines and make a little collection, because it's only going to go up in price from here. There's a lot of wine in Coda. And then we move on to just kind of the afterword. We have White Album 2 fun wristwatch meetup. So some of the different watches that were featured as well, which I think is really cute and so cool. So that's adorable. It also has all the little chibies there. This book is just so unique and so fun. And then here, of course, we have the thank yous. And we have kind of the ending credits here. Oh, and the text is shaped like a little wine bottle, which is very unique. All credit to Aqua Plus for White Album. And then the specific people who were working on this book, published by Hobby No Hobby. Photographers, Hobby J, of course. Hobby J was the one that really wrote the book. And then Toma Tsusena. Illustrations by Hobby J and Kazayume. And then Character. So Character may be their nickname. Edited by Hobby J. I love that Hobby J is in like every section of this book. And then this came out in 2020. And they even have a cute little QR code if you want their Twitter. It's got a little Kazusa. So that is the end. Regular price to the... It's rare that they would put like a price printed on a book because it makes it a little bit ugly. But that's what they chose to do. So, White Album 2 Wine Party 2019. Definitely a super interesting read and very cool to have in the collection, whether you're a wine fan or not. This is just really neat. So I do recommend checking it out. Anyway, that's the end of this. I wouldn't even call it a doujinshi, but we will keep it in that category. doujinshi review. I'm looking forward to another one later on. So until then, I hope you take care. See you.